Hi, I'm Nic Myhre. On today's episode, I'm going to show you now the finished product of the basement ceiling that we've been working on over the last few episodes. And what you should be able to see right now is the finished result of, this is the second room that we were working on. This ceiling has had its 2 or 3 coats of drywall mud on the seams, as well as on all of the screw heads. Any of that has been basically sealed up. You can't see it. It's been sanded in each coat afterward. Everything's been sanded, another coat, sanded. And when we get to the point where we don't see any valleys or peaks from the screws or from the actual joint from where these 2 drywall pieces meet, then we go ahead, after we sanded the last time, we then add our we add our primer coat to the drywall, and then we do our finish coat. In this case, it's white, and then of course we put our recessed lighting frame, which has got the glass on top, and that has basically finished the ceiling. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. You know, didn't cost a whole lot to do. Wasn't very hard work. And the end result is now we have a finished basement space that can be used for, as I've said, a multitude of different areas and different venues, whether it be for a second living room, maybe a game room, maybe a home office. You know, it's endless what you can do with these spaces. And again, you've taken basically the dingy basement and made it into something wonderful. So without any further ado, I'm going to grab the camera, because we're on a no budget, low budget show here, and I'm going to let you see what I can see with a little bit more detail. So this is a good point to grab the chair and hold on tight, because things are going to start moving around a little bit, all right? So here we go. And as you can see, our ceiling has been complete, and we are in the process of putting a little door here, and that will conceal our electrical panel a little bit nicer. That was actually there, and I don't particularly like doing this because it's actually more than likely not within code to do something like that. But since it's already there, we're going to just forget that part of it and then finish it anyway. And now we're going to move into the room that we were showing in the last episodes, which is right off of the larger room here. And you can see this ceiling has been done as well. Again, you have your light covers on here. You've got your window here with natural lighting. And over here we've added that door that we discussed. That sound is the dehumidifier that just kicked in. Basically scared the hell out of me, but anyway. And this is the door that conceals all that wonderful utility items that we discussed. The water meter's back here, as well as the gas meter. And there's our little water meter and our filter. Not so pretty, and then our gas meter here. So what we're doing is basically hiding that, so it's, you know, not such an eyesore. And again, you've got your one living space, nice size room here, and entering into the larger room with bookshelves as well. So one of the things we had to do here is, when we were bringing the sofa down these wonderful stairs here, as I pan around here, of course this is another episode, but unfortunately you can see that line right there. The wall actually continued straight across, and unfortunately, to get that sofa into this room, a doorway had to be cut out of this wall. This doorway wasn't here, but That's what you have to do sometimes to get furniture. And whoever at one time put in these walls, I guess they must have had very, very small furniture or just chairs, because there was no way to get any kind of sofa down here. And so now we have another doorway, which, you know, hindsight being 20/20, it's actually better having this doorway here, because now we've added extra light down here. As we pan up the stairs, we see a doorway that leads out that has natural lighting there. And then in this space we have natural lighting here. And this flows through into this doorway. And then I'm going to try and go a little slower so that no one gets sick as I move this camera around. And then, of course, this light from this door goes ba-doom, ba-doom, through this doorway. So now we have a decent amount of light in this finished space here that will get natural light in here. Although the walls are finished, it was a little gloomy and a little dark, to be honest with you. And now we have the ability to have some natural light in here, so it's not so dungeon-esque. And we can now enjoy the space, not necessarily have the lights on all the time, which is nice. You can have the natural light. It's just enough to illuminate the space, make you feel like you're not in a dungeon. You know, you can relax, watch your TV or whatever you ultimately use the room for. And, you know, the end result is space is done. It looks great. Didn't cost a lot of money, and you can do it too. So let's see what we can do in our next episode. There's going to be several different projects we're going to be doing in this house, and I hope that you'll see each one, and hopefully I'll inspire you to do something great at your place. Again, this is Nic Myhre. It's been a pleasure to show you around, and I hope to see you again soon. Hey, hopefully next week. Bye-bye.